Hey, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? In today's session, let me discuss about the previous formulas once again. Let us recall all the formulas what we have written earlier, right? What I mean to say is before going to, yes, in last class, I think I have told you the relation between velocity of particle and wave velocity relation, right? Till here, we'll try to recall all the formulas. Let me write all the formulas one by one so that you can also note it down, which are useful while doing problems. Right? Let me write the first equation, which is the equation of plane progressive wave, and also you know that y depends upon x and t. So let me write like this. Let me start from here. So y is equal to f of x comma t. Already I gave this. Y is nothing but displacement of a particle. Y is displacement of a particle. X is position of the particle, position of the particle from origin, right? Wherever I choose the origin, from origin, uh, where I am locating the particle, that distance is called position of the particle, and t anyways it is time. Already you know this very well. So if I consider a wave like this, I'm just showing you the wave. I'm not telling you about the transverse, string or rope, right? I'm just showing you the uh, wave motion. So this is v. V is nothing but wave velocity. Let me take here this as x and this one as y, and let me take this, choose this as this point as origin, or it is not visible. So this is the graph I've shown you. Okay. So here you can also locate the amplitude. Amplitude is nothing but the topmost point and the bottommost point of the wave, or you can say in case of transverse wave, crest and trough, that is topmost point, right? So amplitude here plus a, let me write here y plus a, and bottommost point let me denote with minus a. A is nothing but amplitude of the wave, right? So you have got one equation based on this for plane progressive wave, that is nothing but I'm writing both in the single equation. Y is equal to a sine of omega t plus or minus kx plus phi naught. This is the standard or general equation of a plane progressive wave. Omega is angular velocity, k is called as propagation constant or angular wave number, phi naught is called as initial phase or epoch. This is the standard equation of a plane progressive wave. Fine. So, uh, from this we have calculated both what you call, here is this portion, what you call wave velocity, right? Let me give formulas first for angular frequency or angular velocity, and then let me show you propagation constant. See, omega is nothing but angular velocity, angular velocity, which is nothing but 2 pi by t in terms of time period. The same formula will be 2 pi nu in terms of frequency, right? So omega is equal to 2 pi upon t and 2 pi nu, where t is time period, nu is the frequency. Fine. And also I have shown you k, which is called as propagation constant or angular wave number. Propagation constant, propagation constant, or you can also call this as angular wave number, wave number, angular wave number. Fine, I think this is not visible. Let me do this by this. Okay. So angular wave number, which is given by k is equal to 2 pi upon lambda. Again here, lambda is not a new quantity. You might have learnt in your lower classes as well. Lambda is nothing but a wavelength. So here lambda is wavelength. So lambda is nothing but wavelength, wavelength of the wave, right? So wavelength is defined as the distance between either two crests or two troughs. Let me show you. This is crest and this point is trough. Bottommost point is called trough and topmost point is called as crest. In case of transverse wave, in case of longitudinal wave, we have discussed earlier compressions and rarefactions, right? Or if I extend, if I show you another pulse, so here also you have one crest. So the distance between two successive crests is called as wavelength. Or if I show one more, the distance between two troughs is also called as wavelength, right? So you know this. So based on these two, that is omega, omega is equal to 2 pi nu and k is equal to 2 pi by t. From this I have found out omega upon k, which comes out to be, what is omega? Omega is nothing but 2 pi by t you write, or 2 pi nu you can write. 2 pi by t let me write, and here 2 pi upon lambda. So that 2 pi gets cancelled. Now lambda goes upwards, so I can write this one as lambda by t. That means distance travelled by one wave in 1 second. This is nothing but distance travelled by a wave in 1 second, lambda by t. Distance by time is what? Nothing but velocity. So lambda upon t gives velocity. This gives velocity of the wave. So this is another formula we have discussed earlier. So v is equal to wave velocity. This v is called as wave velocity given by omega upon k. Right? V is equal to omega upon k. This is called as wave velocity. Wave velocity. Okay, so this is called as wave velocity. You can just have a look. So omega is equal to, and here one more I need to discuss. I told you plus or minus in the sense, plus when you have to take when the wave is traveling towards a negative x direction, and minus sign you have to take when the wave is traveling in the positive x direction. I also told you in the previous class, suppose previous video I have shown you, in place of y if I write z and in place of x if I write y, what does it mean? So first of all tell me here, first of all this y indicates what? Y indicates displacement of particle which is oscillating or vibrating along y axis. This x indicates that the wave is advancing along x direction, either in the positive x direction or negative x direction. It depends upon the signs, plus or minus. Minus indicates that the wave is traveling towards positive x direction, that is towards right side, and plus indicates that the wave is traveling towards negative x direction. Now in place of right, if I in place of y if I write z, and in place of x if I write y, what does it indicates? If I write z here, particle is oscillating along z axis. If I consider this as y axis, this one as x axis, then this would be z axis. So particle would be oscillating about its mean position, or it is executing simple harmonic motion along z axis. In place of x if I write y, that means wave is advancing in the y direction, and also wave is traveling in the positive y direction or negative y direction, depends upon the sign. If I take plus sign, the wave is traveling towards negative y direction. If I take minus sign, then the wave is traveling towards positive y direction. And in place of y, if I take x here and if I write z here, what does it mean? If I write x and in place of x if I write z, then what happens? Y is nothing but, in place of y what I've written? I've written x, right? Here I've written z. So x means what? Displacement of the particle. That means now the particle is oscillating or vibrating about its mean position along x-axis, and this z represents the wave is advancing either in the positive z direction or in the negative z direction, depending upon the sign convention what we use, right? If I use plus sign, then the wave will be advancing into the board. Into indicates that is towards negative. Positive I'll take outwards. So if I take minus sign, that means wave is advancing in the positive z direction. Okay, fine. Phi naught is nothing but anyways it is initial phase. So this complete picture describes about the standard wave equation, that is standard wave equation of a plane progressive wave, right? So after this I have given you one differential form, if you remember, differential form of wave equation, because as I said earlier, y depends upon x, that is position of the particle. See, particle can be anywhere. If I consider a particle here, and this is vibrating at this point or oscillating about its mean position, it is taking some time anyways, right? So that means particle depends upon time as well, and which particle I am considering from the origin. Which particle? How much distance this particle is located from the origin? That gives what? X, right? Then only I can say that this is a wave equation. Otherwise, it is an SHM, right? So let me again recall the equation. Y is equal to a sin omega t. Y is equal to a sin omega t. What does it mean? Y is equal to a sin omega t. This is not a wave equation, remember. This is not a wave equation, but this I can say that this is an SHM. If y depends only upon time, then it is said to be an SHM, and SHM is not a wave. SHM is not a wave. This I can call this as SHM, simple harmonic motion. With respect to time, this particle is vibrating or oscillating about its mean position. That is called as simple harmonic motion. But what is the wave equation? I have written you, I have given you formula for the wave equation, if you remember, because y depends upon x and t, both x and t, right? So if you recall the formula, dou 2y by dou t square is equal to k, that is which is constant, k times dou 2y upon dou x square. Very important formula. This is called as wave equation. That means in order to satisfy a wave equation, I told you in the previous sessions about two conditions. This condition has to be satisfied in order to satisfy wave equation. This is a wave equation, and I already have shown you how we got this formula. Based on this, a is equal to a sin omega t plus or minus kx, or I have shown you by considering the wave traveling towards positive x-axis. Fine. So this is wave equation. Fine. So here y depends upon time t as well as y depends upon x. So when y depends upon both x and t, then it is said to be a wave equation. So this is a wave equation, remember. And I'll, if you want, I can show you the derivation of this again, because already I took a class. so I don't want to waste my time. Till here, I hope you are perfect, and based on this, whenever you get a formula, you know how to do. And one more formula, which is basic formula, I have given you, and also you have written based on that formula, you have written exam, right? V is equal to, already I have written this new lambda, which is general formula for wave velocity. Just now I have written, right, lambda by t. V is equal to lambda upon t, which is also equal to new lambda. This is general formula of wave velocity. General formula of wave velocity. Based on this, you have done a few problems, and also we have conducted an exam based on this formula, right? And this is one of the forms of plane progressive wave. Like this, we have different forms. I have shown you different forms as well. I hope. Okay, this is a differential form. I'll show you this again if time permits. Let's see. I think it is almost 2 GB. Right. So, fine. Let me write the other forms as well. So you can write in different forms. Y is equal to a sine. If you take, okay, I am considering a general equation. I'll show only towards positive x direction. That is, the wave is advancing towards positive x direction. Then I can take the sign convention as minus. So a sine omega t minus kx is the general formula, and I am not considering a phase here, right? Initial phase or phase. This itself is phase. Whatever you have the term in the bracket, term or terms in the bracket, that indicates, that completely tells about phase. If I denote phi naught is called as initial phase, or you can say epoch, right? So omega t minus kx, I am considering simple plane progressive wave equation. From this wave equation, I can write in different forms. Okay, let me show you plus or minus. Otherwise, plus or minus. So plus specificates what? Wave is traveling towards negative x direction. So y is equal to, you have written in different forms, a sine, if you take omega as common, if you take as common, what you will get? T plus or minus k upon omega into x. Can I write like this? This is simple. Omega I have taken as common. Even though here omega is not there, I can take omega as common by writing omega in the denominator. If you multiply these two, what you will get again? See, omega into t, omega t you will get. You can cross check whether you are getting the above step or not. Omega into t is omega t, and if you multiply omega with k by omega, omega gets cancelled, you will get kx. Right? In this way I can write, I can cross check. So omega is nothing but, this is another way of writing, a sine, which is nothing but 2 pi nu, which is frequency, t plus or minus, what is k by omega gives? What is omega by k? Omega upon k is nothing but wave velocity. Omega upon k gives k wave velocity. So here you have k by omega. K by omega stands for 1 by v. So you will get 1 by v into x, that gives x upon v. This is another equation of plane progressive wave. 2 pi nu into t plus or minus x by v. Or I will multiply with the t, nu. I will take nu inside. What will get? Let us see. So this is another form. This is another form. Now let me show you another form. Y is equal to a sine 2 pi. I'll keep here. I'll take a nu into the brackets. So what I'll get is frequency multiplied by time plus or minus frequency by velocity into x. What this nu by v gives? Nu by v. If you remember the formula, V is equal to nu by lambda. From this, V by nu is what? V by nu is lambda. So here I have nu by V. Nu by V. So if I write in the reverse way, right, nu by V or nu upon V gives 1 by lambda. So in place of nu upon V I can write lambda. So this equation becomes a sine 2 pi into nu t plus or minus x upon lambda. This is another form. See, you have different forms of equation of plane progressive wave, and you should be able to rearrange these terms according to the situation when given in problems, numericals. Fine, fine. And I'll show you one more form. If I take k as outside, if I take k as outside of the brackets, well, then what I'll get? So y, uh, okay, fine. And one more. The same formula, I can write this one as frequency as reciprocal of time period. So this equation I am writing further, a sine 2 pi into this frequency is nothing but reciprocal of time period. So small t by capital T plus or minus x upon lambda. This is another form, right? Just hold on. Fine. So let me finish off this part and then let me start a new session. See, here you have got one more formula in terms of time period and wavelength. Here this formula is in terms of frequency and wavelength. Different forms you can by looking at the equation you should get an idea of which equation it is, right? So all these are the different forms of plane progressive wave, and from this equation if I take k as common, what I get? Let's see. See, y is equal to a sine. Now I am taking k as common, even though k is not present here, I can take k as common. So a sine k, if I take as common, then what I will get here? Omega by k into t plus or minus simply x. K is gone here. Now this is another type of another form of equation. A sine k, k into what is omega by k? Represents wave velocity v. So vt plus or minus x. So this is another form. You can also write this one as y is equal to a sine 2 pi upon lambda. K is nothing but propagation constant, which is nothing but 2 pi upon lambda into vt plus or minus x. So this is another form of equation of plane progressive wave in terms of velocity and wave. Here this is in terms of frequency and wavelength, this is in terms of time period and wavelength, this is in terms of velocity and wavelength. Remember, in all these equations x and t are there because y depends upon x and y depends upon t. Y depends upon both parameters, position of the particle x and time t. Fine. So this is all about, and in the last class yesterday I have given you one more formula for wave velocity. Let me write that one also. I mean, relation between particle velocity and wave velocity. Particle velocity and wave velocity I have given you in the form of words as well. So Vp is equal to minus V into dou y by dou x, right? So this is the formula we have. Vp stands for velocity of particle, V stands for velocity of wave, or simply you can say wave velocity. Dou y by dou x gives slope of that particle on the curve, right? So this is all about. So let me write here, that is nothing but particle velocity is equal to minus times wave velocity multiplied by slope of graph. Slope of which graph? Yx graph. Slope of Yx graph, right? So this is the same formula that I have written. I mean, in words I have written particle velocity is equal to minus wave velocity into slope of Yx graph. So till here, I hope you note down all the formulas so that it will be easy, right? Let me share another session because it's almost 3 GB, more than 3 GB. Let me close this. I'll share another day.